how do people relax? Like, how do people connect into themselves again and let loose?
Again, another good question. I mean, well, actually, I want to throw in my this is my lightly held theory, and because of the knowledge that you have, you probably can either attest to this or call me out on it. I've noticed how, and I don't know if this falls across the board in terms of like whatever vocation or job people choose to do or career, but I've noticed a lot with musicians, but I would say mostly conductors. It's almost like we're trying to maintain a level of neurosis, and it's like we try, it's almost like, again, maybe unconsciously we choose our profession that allows us to maintain that neurosis. So it's like, I mean, you wouldn't believe the control freaks that are conductors. They are I'm not joking. I mean, it is a such a real thing. And you can, I mean, because I am pretty perceptive, it's like their neurosis drips, like that's how at least that's how I pick it up. It's oozing. Um, and I'm sure, again, you can attest or not, in terms of people even, being therapists, and again, people working out their own, neurosis and projections and everything like that with other, um, and so, but in terms of letting go, God, um, I think that is a very individual thing. But I mean, therapy has helped me immensely. I mean, therapy has like been such a godsend. But honestly, it's really just doing the things that I love. Like I picked up, actually, a conductor introduced me to coffee roasting, and I've started to roast my own coffee now. And it's like been a total game changer for me. Not only in terms of like, oh my God, I am spoiled. Like I can't drink coffee now at a coffee shop, basically, because the coffee that I make at home is so damn good. Um, but it's, again, it's like a meditation, like listening for
Mm.
first crack, watching the beans change. I mean, it's like, so that's one of my releases.
Yeah,
Um,
beautiful. Yeah, I hear the ritual. I hear ritual, a ritual that's just your own, in
yeah,
your own time, in your own space, that guides you back into yourself, like your own little world, like of okay, this is me.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm coming back into Paul. Great. I'm coming back into Paul. Great, great. You hear that first crack, that's that waft, the cream,
Just being with that,
just being
just
with
being
all
with all
that.
that. Yeah,
And in
yeah.
regards to your vocation choice and your I want to say predicament, but it's another word. Your predication. There's a word I'm looking for. It's not there right now.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
it is. I do see that where someone will choose a job where they can act out their neuroses or act out whatever their childhood injury was that allows them,
Mm,
that amplifies and supports the defense. And then you can use that job as a shield to justify like your level of control or your neurosis or whatever it is. So you have it's like it's a kind of release and acknowledgement of who you are. Like, I'm accepted here in my neurosis, right?
mm,
But then
mm.
what's really showing up in the body and your relationships is that it doesn't translate, right? So deep down there is a, because they'll be fighting against this neurosis, right? There'll be discomfort there around, no, I have to be perfect. I have to, like, making sure that the clothing is perfect and everything is perfect and my speech is eloquent and my enunciation is just as perfect.
Yeah,
And then when it comes to relationships, when somebody's not perfect, like, can they be with that? Can they be with someone who mirrors the opposite of their neuroses, whatever their challenges are?
yeah.
And
That's a really good point.
it'll all show up in relationships. It'll all show up, whatever it is, whatever the overlap is with your defenses and your vocation will always show up in your relationships.
Mm, interesting. I like also what you said, almost like how some people could use it as a justification to like sort of maintain that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, and it lasts for as long as the person needs to, like a crutch as well, to discover who they really are at the core. Um, like it lasts for as long as the body can take the tension in it, um,
Mm,
and whatever facilities that they use to return to some level of homeostasis in themselves. Like after a
Mm.
show, they might go and put their feet up or whatever it is, have a drink or go out and party or go find themselves like a humiliatrix or a dominatrix. Like, now I can
Yeah.
let go of control. Like, yeah, cool. You be in charge of me now. You show me
Yeah.
how I can just let go of control, and I know I'm safe with you in this environment. But just to let it
Mm.
out. Otherwise, the body almost buckles under the brittleness of how much
Yeah.
control and rigidity that you need to maintain.
Mm. I like that.